Alright everyone, so I'm Virginia Brink and we're here today to discuss the Sustainable Use Management Plan for the black caiman in Amazonas, Brazil. The black caiman is the largest species in the alligator family, and out of the 6 caiman species that represent the biodiversity of reptilian crocodilians in Brazil, it is the largest. Their population has grown substantially in the last 100 years, and today we're here to discuss this population growth and the management plan and questions you have.
Why do black caiman in this region need to be managed?
As I said before, the population was substantially reduced in the early 1950s through the 1980s because of overhunting for hides and for meat, but hides mostly. They have a very valuable hide. Also, because of certain laws that were established, the population has increased, and with this increase of such a strong apex predator, the conflicts between people will also increase. So managing it will reduce these conflicts and provide a natural resource to the locals of Brazil and increase their economic benefit for hunting them.
How should villagers handle direct conflict with black caiman?
To maintain the support for this management plan, direct conflicts should be minimized, and I would advise anyone that has any negative interactions with these animals to contact the local authorities and have them handle it from there, or contact the scientific researchers that are nearby.
Now, what happens if a black caiman injures someone? How do you handle that situation?
That would go under the category of negative interactions, but in the case of a person getting injured, there would be recommendation to remove that animal, whether it be through translocation, or if that doesn't work, the animal will have to be euthanized humanely and removed from the area, and the meat would go towards the people of the community and sustain them.
How will you educate people in remote areas about this management plan?
Our primary way of educating people in urban areas is through the availability of internet and television and advertising our management plan. But for people in remote areas, as many are in the Amazonas, we'll distribute researchers in that area and have them distribute the video we're making today, as you all are a part of it, to have them introduced to the factors that will influence this management plan, as well as distributing surveys which will factor in their opinion, especially for hunters, fishermen, and business owners, which will be a key part in this management plan and making it work.
Why aren't you focusing on all of the caiman species in Brazil?
That is an excellent question. There are 6 species of caiman, including the spectacled caiman, the black caiman, the broad-snouted caiman, and many others. The black caiman is the most valuable of the species because its hide is worth so much more, it's larger, so it provides more meat. So we are focusing on the species to start the process of developing management plans for other caiman. And we believe this species will provide a very strong economic incentive for people to participate, and hopefully it will increase the income inquired by the locals that hunt them.
How will you control illegal hunting?
Illegal hunting is a major issue. As of late 1990s, the illegal skin trade hasn't been as substantial as it was in the 1950s and 60s, but currently the illegal meat trade is vast, and controlling that will be difficult, but we will focus the monitoring on the border of Amazonas and key trade points, and try to limit the trade and try to find hunters or describe how it's more important to benefit the whole community and eliminate it as the years go on.
When the hunting season is determined, how will you set up where hunters can take game in?
Hunting reserves have been established in Brazil already, but hopefully with this management plan, these areas will be more vast, and hunters will be allowed to go in more areas that are easily accessible through the use of GIS and different mapping abilities. We will determine specific habitat that the caiman prefer and that are more hard to get to for people, and these will be areas that hunters can't hunt in, while areas that are less secluded and closer to people and that are less suitable, the hunters will be allowed to access the area and harvest the animals as they please. This will protect key habitat for reproduction and living for the animals, and possibly even keep the hunters safe from harm as well.
How many caimans will hunters be allowed to harvest?
That will be further determined after our research has gone through and we've studied their population demographics closer, their reproductive rates, and how and when the hunters will be able to hunt, depending on when the animals reproduce. The animals reproduce from mid-August to mid-November, so within that time period, I don't think the hunters will be allowed to hunt, and once the population number has been decided and it's concluded that it's viable, the hunters will have a set amount established. This part of the management plan is based on the plan that the alligator mississippiensis has in Florida. They have a set length and a set amount each year, and so we hope to establish a set amount and a set length every 2 years and see how the population is affected. And it will be updated using an adaptive management approach each of the 2 years.
How will the management of the black caiman benefit the community?
The black caiman in particular is a very valuable species, both as a natural resource and as an apex predator. So establishing a price for the hide and the skin and other distinct parts of the animal will provide incentive for hunters to go out and pay a certain amount for each of the number of animals they harvest, and this monetary gain will go towards the community, as well as hopefully the hunter will distribute the meat to business owners and families that need the meat, and they will benefit from both the monetary gain and the natural resources that this animal can provide. And are there any other questions besides the one you've asked? So this is now the end of our session, and I thank you for attending. Your opinions will be valuable and will hopefully provide incentive for the locals of Brazil to support our management plan for this very valuable species that can hopefully provide the people with a sustainable natural resource in the future.